Hey, YouTube family, are you ready for the curls? Are you ready for the scoop? I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. We got these curls, we got the scoop, we've got hugs. Hope it was a great Tuesday, and we got a lot to discuss today. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. It comes out November the 11th. From what I'm hearing, it's a little long, 2 hours, 41 minutes. Tickets go on sale Monday. Yes, tickets are already going on sale for those who want to be there on the Thursday night or those who want to be the first to see it. But tickets for Black Panther 2 go on sale on Monday. The makers of the movie were asked, well, why didn't you recast Chadwick Boseman, who we lost to cancer? And they said it was just too soon. One thing that I've said, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Could you imagine if they had recast this role of Chadwick Boseman? I think we're going to see him in like a dream sequence. It's going to be a lot of surprises, and it's all going to lead up to the buildup of who the new Black Panther will be. Letitia Wright. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be stunning. The costumes, the new villains, Angela Bassett, who was just always awesome every time she steps on the screen. But the hype is coming for Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Big congratulations to Mariah Carey. She is the first female to sell over 70 million albums. How does she do that? Well, with her great songs, of course, All I Want for Christmas, but she's been reissuing songs or albums that came out about like 25 years ago. So it kind of like pushed her over the edge, but a big congratulations to Mariah Carey. Rihanna, who's going to be the featured performer next year's Super Bowl halftime show, brought to us by Apple TV. They're calling her a sellout. Yeah, the drum beat is coming. You see, years ago, she actually refused to perform. They wanted her years ago, and she wouldn't do it. And she cited the way that Colin Kaepernick had been treated. Well, his supporters are saying, so what changed your mind? How come you're doing it now? Some people are considering her a sellout. I think she's ready to get out here again. I don't know when she's going to put out that new album. Y'all know Rihanna out here playing. She ain't had an album since 2016. So maybe a new album will accompany her appearance. But this is what I can tell you. Her crew, they have given a list of 50 other artists that she'd be willing to work with. There will be another person on that stage with Rihanna. She'll be the star. But there'll be another artist on the stage as well. Could it be Drake? We're going to see. But supporters of Kaepernick are mad at her. They're saying that she sold out by agreeing to perform. Shakira. This is not a good time for the Latin singer. She has been ordered to stand trial. They say that she has been evading tax evasion in Spain. They're recommending that she spend 8 years in jail. We're talking $13 million in taxes from the period 2012 to 2014. She lives in the Bahamas. She moved to Spain to be with the father of her children. She said, I already gave y'all $2.8 million, but I am not a resident of Spain. They're ordering her to stand trial. It's going to be interesting. When I say it's a worse time, her dad is sick, the father of her children, and left her for a younger woman. It's just not a good time for Shakira, and now she's got to stand trial for tax evasion. Megan Thee Stallion, you know she's coming to Saturday Night Live. Not only is she hosting, she's performing, and this is going to be on October 15th. She has also launched a website, which is so needed. It's all about mental health awareness with young people. In the thing, she's going to offer free therapy because, as Megan Thee Stallion puts it, bad girls have bad days too. And that is so true. I do a podcast, Patty and the Millennials, and just so this week, we talk about mental health. And did you know that there are little things you can do to improve your mental health? Simple things like making up your bed, waking up early in the morning. Have you ever had those days where you wake up late and you're rushed and you're like, because it happens and you wake up and you're rushed. There's just little things you could do for your own mental state. Some people pray, meditate, drink your water, and some people say, hey, mind your business. There are many little things that you can do for your own mental health. But I think this is really good what Megan is doing. If you want to check out my podcast, find us where we live at Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio Podcast. Let me move my head. See the iHeart sign? Spotify, Pandora, SoundCloud. It's a great conversation. I'm the baby boomer, and I have millennials and Gen X and men and women, and we talk about it all. And this week we're talking about the little things you could do for your mental health. Well, the partnership between Oprah and Apple TV is over. She has decided not to resign, even though she just did the great Sidney Poitier documentary, as well as some other projects. But she has decided that relationship should end, and she is resigning, so she won't be doing any more special projects for Apple TV. Niecy Nash, can we celebrate the actress? Her new show debuts tonight, Rookie Fed. She plays a rookie FBI agent on ABC. She's also one of the stars of the controversial Netflix movie. It's a 10-part series about Jeffrey Dahmer. Boy, this has made a lot of people angry. She's amazing. In the clips that I've seen of her, I think she's going to get nominated for an Emmy because she played the neighbor. She played the neighbor who said something's going on in there. But nobody would listen. And Jeffrey Dahmer went on killing, raping men who either black, Hispanic, or Asian. It's disturbing not only because of the violence, but how ignorant law enforcement was just to let him go. And no one would believe his stories because they didn't care about these people of color who went missing and were murdered, and no one listened to the character played by Niecy Nash. A lot of people feel, what about these victims? They're saying that in Wisconsin there's going to be something dedicated to the victims because the families are upset. It is not only dredging up horrible nightmares about that whole entire period, but people are seeing it. Now, there are some sick people. Just because Evan Peters is playing Jeffrey Dahmer, do not romanticize this. Don't romanticize him. He is an actor playing a role because what Jeffrey Dahmer did was horrible. It was horrible, and it went on for years, all because of racism and homophobia. And it just went on because they just didn't care. Niecy Nash, let me get back to Niecy Nash. She's incredible as the neighbor who said, there's something going on. What you doing? I think she's going to be nominated for an Emmy, but her new show, Rookie Feds, debuts tonight. We're also going to take this time, because I know people said you've been talking about Nia Long, what's been happening with the boyfriend. We also want to let people know that Brett Favre stole $5 million from a welfare fund to build a soccer stadium when he could have built it himself, but he stole from the people in Mississippi. We just got to keep putting that out there, because this is a story they just want to sweep under the rug and act like it ain't ever happened. Anthony Bourdain, the TV chef, I loved his segments, even though I would not eat most of the stuff that he would eat as he went around the world. He just had a great way of telling a story. In 2018, he killed himself. And there's a new book, it's unauthorized, about his life. Down and out in paradise. He went to the most exotic places, and when you saw his life, you just knew that he had it made in the shade. Oh my gosh. He's here, he's there. But he was very unhappy. They're saying that he was addicted to steroids, which probably messed with his mind. He was addicted to steroids. He was sleeping with prostitutes, drinking all the time. But Anthony Bourdain, the TV chef, boy, he will be missed, because he had a way of the food adventures and where he traveled and stuff like that. But the unauthorized book is out. There will be a new season of P-Valley. Actually, seasons 3 and 4, even though they haven't announced it. How come they haven't announced it? P-Valley's on Stars, and the creator is not happy with the way that Stars is treating her show. It doesn't get the same shine as The Power. It gets critical acclaim, but it's not going to be nominated for an Emmy, and it's probably because it's about strippers down south. We've been falling in love, one of the lead characters. Little murder, little homicide, as I call them. It's really, really good acting, but it's a different kind of show that unfortunately does not get the respect. And she's really angry about this. She's going to resign, and they're going to make an announcement any day now. But look for seasons 3 and 4. What goes down at the Pink will continue. P-Valley on Stars. Young Miami, Carisha. She has made a statement that she and Diddy are still together. She's young. He's in his 50s. He's never going to stop dating other women. She says people shouldn't be concerned because they're still together. But he's dating other women. See, Carisha, you need to date other men. That's how you get somebody's attention. He want to date other women, and fine, I'm going to date other men. And still get your money and have you pay for shopping sprees or whatever she's in this relationship for. I think she's putting up a major front. He is dating other women. I think now he's also dating an ex of 50 Cent. Carisha, see, you're young, baby, but you're going to get tired of that. Now, you're saying y'all having fun, having the times of your life. Be careful. Young Miami, just be careful. Whoopi Goldberg speaking on Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters created The View, and we have not seen her in years. I believe her health is in decline, and Barbara Walters is the type. She's 93. You're not going to see her in a bad shape. You're not going to see her battling, maybe losing her mind with Alzheimer's and things like that. You're not going to see it. But she gave a health update. And I just think that for everyone who says, well, where's Barbara Walters? She's never going to let you see her sick. She's not. But Whoopi gave an update the other day on, her health and how she is and how, as the creator of The View, she is definitely missed. But there'll be no more public appearances for Barbara Walters. Thanks so much for joining me. I know I'm trying to slow down. Because sometimes the days just get so busy and there's so much content to put together. But thanks so much for joining me because I really, really appreciate it. I do read the comments. I got a couple days worth that we got to get through. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe to the channel because you never want to miss a minute of what is going on. I'm Patty Jackson. Thanks for joining me. I'm your auntie of pop culture.